Hey, what is up everybody, Blaze for here. So after guys, another video of Persona 5X. Inside today's video guys, we're going to be talking about the new two banners that have been released, or at least the new banner that has been released, and how exactly does it work. Now I was kind of clueless a little bit yesterday as well, and finally after talking a little bit more inside of the worldwide Discord server, luckily two folks, Najox and Poseidon, was helping me out understand everything. And boy oh boy, I'm glad, because I was gonna post this video, like this whole video yesterday night, and I'm so glad I waited because we cleared up some crap. So we're gonna go ahead and actually go over this. If you guys are interested, be sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy it here. It's pretty much gonna be split up in different parts. So how I think I'm gonna go with this is, first part is we're gonna explain exactly both of the banners and what they really are doing. Second part is going to be, is it worth it for multiple people? Doesn't matter what it's for. And then my third part is what I'm going to be mostly doing for these type of banners. So let's jump straight into it. So when we look at the new cards here, we do have, of course, the normal pit banners, right? But then you see these two functions underneath. And what these two functions mean is pretty much here we have the basic one, which is our normal old banner, how it usually is, where you go to 80, it's a 50-50 type of deal. And of course, this banner, no matter what, is transferring your pity over to the next one that is exactly like this. Now remember those words, that is exactly like this. So your pity on this banner, this 4 right here, will only be transferred to the same banner of this caliber, right? It has to be another 50-50 banner. Now the one that was added recently was this function right here on both of these banners. What this function does is a little different. Pretty much there's a 110 pity. Your chances for pulling a 5-star is a little bit lower. If I'm right, it was like I think it was 0.8 or something like that. I can't remember the exact number, but just know it's a lower number for pulling the character. But the good part, or the upside to this, is no matter what, there is no 50-50 on this banner. And at 110, whenever you get this character, some people have actually said that they've gotten it at like 90, and it's so like it's still there. Apparently soft pity still around like 70 and stuff like that. So this is still heck of worth. This is really worth. This whole banner, apparently, no matter what, gives you the character guaranteed. Of course, if you go to the 110, you get the character guaranteed. And if you go to 165, you get a little thing called, I can't remember what it was called. It was like Kaido something here. You get this item and you can get one of these characters out of this set item as like a bonus. Now, before anyone says anything like it's not worth this, stuff like that, best believe me, I thought this wasn't worth it first. And like, it's worth, but like, I thought it was because if you didn't have enough pulls, your pulls would not transfer. No, I was wrong. In fact, actually, your pulls, as long as it is the same banner type, so not this banner here, right? So let's say I do 60 pulls here, and I'm like, oh, my banner pity is going to change to this one here. No, it will not. It has to be of the same banner type. So if I do 60 pulls and I don't get Cherish, when Haru comes out on this same banner typing, I will have 60 pulls ready. That's how this works. My bird for brain over here was thinking our pulls just go away. No matter how you dice it, this is actually really much so worth for free to plays, everyone. As long, hear me out here, you want to get them A0 or A1. This banner is really worth it for people who need to get the characters A0 and A1, mainly because it guarantees you no matter what, you're getting the character, you can get an extra character out of it, and pretty much you can get their A1 pretty easily. The only time when you guys are most likely going to want to shift back to this one here is if you are whaling, most likely for an A6, because at this point, 50-50 might do you some good. You get yourself a higher pull rate, it's a lower pity, and you can have a huge probability of actually pulling multiple no matter what here, which is always good. Always having this here is a good thing. Do not just stop summoning on this, especially if you are a person who's whaling. This is going to be the good part of it, but I'll go in more into detail with that. But for the most part, that's the difference of these first two. First two is this one here, transfers the pity with itself. It's 80, has a higher pull rate, but it's 50-50. This one here has a higher pity, which is 110. You get the character guaranteed, but it has a lower pull rate. Yes, pity does transfer with itself. Now, is it worth going all out on this banner? As a free to play, if you're going for A0, A1, sure, it is worth going for this banner the most. But as I was saying earlier, if you are whaling, if you're dolphining and you're trying to get like A3, you're trying to get like A6, immediately transfer over. Once you have A1, transfer over to this banner. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is quite literally after talking with Poseidon and them for a while. They did the math apparently, and holy God, apparently it's actually way more worth it to do this banner more than the other banner for A6ing. So I'm glad that I talked with them, because I swear, when I say I had a whole different video planned with you guys for this whole banner concept, my thoughts was so skewed. I thought everything else on this one was getting screwed up, so if you weren't going hardcore whaling, it would not be worth it. But no, I was just totally skewed on that. So pretty much for the most part, A0, A1, do this banner. A2 and up, or well, technically just A6, go for this banner. Always the best choice. No other freaking choice when it comes down to it. Now, luckily, nothing else was changed here when it did come down to this whole banner price, or at least for the weapons. Weapons are still exactly the same, which is still a 50-50 ordeal, and I kind of do like that. But this was just going to be a short video for the most part. It wasn't going to be anything too long. I will tell you this, when it does come down to what I'm going to be, or at least what I'm going to be doing here, is what I was saying earlier. I would like to say A0 is what I'm going to try to stick with here. Maybe A1, just because if I do go for A1 on this banner, I'm able to get myself, oh, excuse me, hold on. I'm able to get myself an extra 5-star here, which is always nice. So I can go for A1, get it off this banner, and then I'm just going to hardcore go as much as possible. I think for Haru, for the most part, I'm gonna just do this banner to get her once, because I'm not going for her A1 or anything like that unless it's crazy crack. So for my plan for now on is I'm gonna go for A0 or A1 on this banner, and then if you guys ever see me like want to max stupid character, cough cough, when Futaba comes back, I'm definitely doing that. When I want to max stupid character, I'll be going through this banner for the most part. So look forward to seeing those type of videos a little bit more often later on when I do rebound from everything, because oh my gosh, now that I know the official way of doing this, we're gonna have some fun. But till next time, everybody, let me know what y'all are planning to do. If you're planning to do the A0, A1 strat and then whaling out if you do whale out. But other than that, peace out, everybody.